will have everyone. They just approved it. It's like just now.
No. We're gonna do
I don't
this
feel
one.
like quirking everyone today, so I just wrote everyone down and I'll put it in manually later.
Oh, Janelle's here.
Wait. Oh, okay. Wait. What?
Wait,
No.
can I join the Zoom too?
Sure, I don't give a crap.
Yeah, you can leave now and then you join.
Wait, what's the Zoom?
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Because that's my computer. Yeah.
We don't need 2 masks.
I will be there.
Yeah, we do.
It's just gonna be a video of him.
Yeah, we have is already too, but.
Matt, I'm gonna email it to you. I just emailed it to you, Matt.
Okay, in 1 minute we can start this meeting.
Actually, they just approved you that's on the gate right now.
Yes, you can start.
Like literally a minute ago.
Hey, pretend that. Go ahead.
The week we cleared up the room.
Yes, Dee Dee was very
Thank
helpful.
goodness.
Sean's here now.
She's pretty awesome.
Dee Dee was, she answered in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank Dee Dee, you're great.
Yeah, what's Sean?
Yes, not the Sean.
What other shots?
He had to do some oceanography homework, please.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock. All right, so March 3rd, AMS Cloud Contest. Most of you know how this works, but I'm still gonna repeat the rules just in case. So how this works is throughout the month, we take in submissions from all of our members, cloud photos, and today we're gonna vote on which of these.
Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen when I put chat in.
No.
Just share your
Keep
screen.
the back arrow.
Are you sharing your screen?
Share screen. I didn't do that, sorry.
Oh, that's why.
We'll do the whole screen because Dr. L's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
harsh. I wasn't
No.
trying to. I'm making they can hear.
We're just
That's so
sabotaging
sensitive.
I was just making sure they could hear you. Oh, Steve's here.
Just hit share. That's it, yep.
Okay.
Hit the backward arrow.
Wait, Matt, I know.
Also, y'all just missed your forecast. You didn't do it today.
Oh, I didn't do that again. Yeah, we did it.
I forgot to remind you.
I see how you're doing. I'm gonna talk about what.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna go through every forecast. Talk
Hey,
about.
I was first for like
I'm
a solid
sorry.
like 5
I was
hours.
doing really well last
There's some
semester.
playoffs last year.
I haven't done that in a while.
Matt has forgotten like every day for October.
No, he's not doing intentionally
I
not
know
doing
the glitch blocking.
Mom, it's
Yeah,
great.
He's really high.
And I
It
do
wasn't
want-
intentional.
and I do want to say, but I just, Tony McGee won the national championship. He's our,
Oh, wow.
he's won it all.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the rules for this are throughout the month we take submissions from our members of just cloud photos. Today we're gonna vote on which one's the best one. The winner is gonna be the next Twitter covered photo, and the runner-up is gonna be the next Cloud Friday post. So basically, I'll go through each of the photos. There's no name on anything, so it's completely anonymous. And keep in mind the number of the photo that you like the best, because at the end, we're gonna take votes for the best photo, and it's gonna be based off of the number that's on the same slide as the photo you like. So, let's get started. So this is photo number 1. Photo number 2. Photo number 3. Photo number 4. Photo number 5. Six. 7.
All right, I love that. Who would smart ass put that one in?
Alright, and then
They're
8,
clouds, they're clouds.
and then
That's great.
9.
That's been my night, that's awesome.
Alright, so now I'm gonna go, this is the last photo, I'm gonna go back, so just in case you missed the one you like, you wanna look at the number. This is the second time I'll be going through. So starting at number 9. Number 8. Number 7.
Like that one was the best.
My favorite.
Number 6. 5.
I didn't realize there was open multiple.
Rudy would say.
Underneath the wires
I
there?
know, we're not
yeah.
following the
Rudy,
rules.
the Rudy guidelines.
I don't agree with those personally. I think that things look to frame a photo. I like things that frame the photo.
I think they can frame it, but not every photo is framed.
Yeah. Number 4.
That's by definition.
Wait, are you sure? Number 3. And finally, number 1. All right, so now, okay, yeah. Also, people on Zoom, send in the number that you like the most.
I'll let you know.
Oh my god, oh no, this is the crappy one.
I have a bunch of them. Yeah, I dropped one. That's the one I dropped on.
Yeah. Okay, so
And
there's,
it's like peanut butter sandwich and landed. I dropped it right on his head. Like a turtle.
Well, Zoom's almost
all right, so votes for number 1.
You have one on Zoom, one, 2.
We do? Can you be the person who looks at the Zoom ones?
Yeah.
Perfect, so
You
one
should
more.
move it to picture 2 and then votes for 2.
Yeah, move it.
Yeah, I was planning to do that.
Just a suggestion.
I don't take suggestions from someone in a Penguins hat. Everyone else.
I agree.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, votes for number 2. 1, 2, any on Zoom?
No, not them.
Votes for number 3. Any from Zoom?
No.
Votes for number 4. 1, that doesn't count. Any on Zoom?
No.
Number 5. Any on Zoom? Nope. I vote for this one.
Yeah, without the wires, that would be. And a zoom on the gold, right? So the end of the clouds are the ones down here. Those are awesome.
Number 6. Anyone on Zoom for number 6?
Oh,
No.
no on Zoom, sorry. Let's
You
leave
for number 6? Number 7. I wish I didn't hear that one.
That was a long day.
Anyone on Zoom for number 7? No?
I didn't see nothing.
Thank you.
All right, number 8. Anyone on Zoom for number 8?
No.
Uh-oh.
And finally, number 9.
There's 2 on Zoom for number 9. That's
Two
what
on Zoom for number
2
9.
for number 9 on Zoom.
1 in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a tie.
Wait, then can I change my vote to this one?
No.
No, otherwise I would change my vote
We're
too.
gonna have to revote.
Fine, but I don't
Can I change my
why
vote
you
to
are.
No, we're revoting.
Yeah.
But just revote, because otherwise it'll be tied. I'll change my vote too.
So he can change his vote that way.
Wait, but he's moving his vote, so no longer.
I'm voting mine for 3 too. I'm moving mine to 3.
Yeah.
Wait, what was yours on before?
2.
Wait,
Anyone
no,
else
this
on
is
your
about.
There's just revote.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
revote.
Wait. Okay.
You make the rules, Harsh.
So we got 3 and 9. I'm gonna make this very, very like just remove all the distractions. Yeah.
Okay, and then revisit 3 so they can see 3.
No, Matt.
I'm doing this on purpose because you don't want my suggestions.
All right. So more votes for 3. Okay. And Zoom also vote. We're doing a tiebreaker between 3 and 9.
They both started for 9 first time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anything on Zoom?
Hold on, Janelle says 9, but Steve is 1. That's for 3. Steve said 3, so that's 8. We're waiting for Sean.
Sean?
Are we waiting on Sean?
Sean hasn't voted. I mean, you can just
We can
revisit it when Sean does it.
3 already won.
All right.
One vote for
I
nine.
don't need to vote.
That's the only.
I want to vote because it's a
There's
fair.
one on Zoom for nine.
See,
Sean
yeah.
didn't vote, but Sean's vote.
So this is a very happy thing for me.
Because it's the first time I've lost, I know.
Our winner is, yes, finally, Cassie O'Connor. Yay!
Only like the
And
first time I've won.
our runner-up is Matt Benny, who will be our Cloud Friday coach.
I'm so proud.
You know, Cloud Friday every week.
No, you're not. I only asked you once a month.
Just saturated next time. There are about 100 of them.
Yeah.
No.
This is the first
Not
time.
good either, right?
Dr. This is the first time I've entered and lost.
I beat Matt, I get the honor? Wow. I took that picture
How do
here
you
in
feel about
college,
that?
in Orlando.
Hey,
Yeah, that was it, that was in Orlando.
rub it
here
in my
college.
face.
Yeah.
I took my picture with Andrew.
Oh, wow, we both took a picture. When I was in Orlando playing spotting, the nature of Colin.
Pictures from like 4 years ago.
To be fair, I was on the side of the road.
So you guys ready to rock and roll?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes.
So that's the cool thing about doing this is that I'm not in a class. It's not like official class. So what I thought I would do at least at first is show you some stuff that I wouldn't do in the classroom necessarily, which is basically, well, what if I wanted to do a research project? I wanted to access some data and use IDB to do that for another class, right? So I'm going to take that path today, show you guys how to drill into IDB in the open DAP world. My synoptic students I was doing that with lake temperatures. The Great Lakes Forecast Center has some beautiful and real-time and archival data for lake temperatures. We're talking about lake effect snow, so I'm not going to do that one today. But I have some I'm going to do for you guys. And so anything that has, again, the keyword is open DAP, open, like open sesame, open DAP, DAP. The data are available in that format or in that delivery mechanism. Then you don't have to pull gigabytes of data onto your laptop. You just go straight to that URL. And you can do this in RADs, by the way, as well, Python. So these things that sit in the open DAP servers allow you basically, it's sort of a client server issue, right? Who holds the data and who's doing the computation. And let me tell you, it helped when they already used this summer when I was helping to process sea level data. Instead of bringing over 35 gigabytes, I was able to go into hundreds of files. I wrote some Python code, hundreds of files. I drilled into the URL of the open DAP and pulled points around Florida out of those files. It's amazing, right? But I'm bringing a single file from my laptop. So it's powerful and useful. And so I thought I'd start off with that today. We have time, I can migrate. So here's the first of the links. And here. So you guys can see it. So if you click on this guy right here, this is just some sample data sets that have OpenDAP access. Not all of them do, and you can still bring your NetCDF files or your grid binary grid files onto your laptop. And this is nice in this case. So here's an example. So you guys go to this website. If you go there, then you should see that here NCIEI. We just do this. All right, so then you come up with a bunch of subdirectories like this. You guys got this? Should I go back to that real quick?
Do we have this Word document?
How do you want me to share it?
I just thought of
Can
that.
I share it on I can put it on, or I can
Yeah, so just go to like Battle Floor and drag out from that to the chat and it'll upload.
Perfect. I was wondering, I don't normally do that, but that'll work.
I just thought of
So
that.
open the chat
Yeah, and then I can send it out. Well,
and
are
then
you
go
guys
to File Explorer and
Yeah.
then.
I can send an email out if you
I
put it
should
there.
just be able to.
Or just,
Okay. I got it like in the chat. I didn't get it. I just thought they had one.
Same.
There's the Zoom link, guys.
Wait, where have you been?
AMS Meeting.
I'm not opening that chat. I don't want to see any rules.
I swear, he's really one more time.
I will literally cry. I'm gonna beat the guy up like it.
Let's spoil on you. Oh, you're not in that chat. What's your email?
Can you just tell me what it is?
I'm looking for my file here. But
Edward is 2020.
Just tell me what it is. Come on.
What's the URL? Someone tell me.
Oh, I'll email you.
anything like that, did it?
No, it didn't.
Bring it.
Okay.
Oh, is it on your OneDrive? Yeah, can you like move it to a local?
Yep, I could do that.
Also.
Oh, it's a Zoom.
Oh, I don't have a link. It hasn't worked yet.
Oh, okay. Wait, when it's open, you close it.
I emailed it to you. So you don't
I probably don't have to move it.
I just emailed. Oh, I got it.
Probably just because it's open,
Wait,
will
wait,
work.
Yeah, it's on.
No, you're good. I'm joining my camera.
Well, that's tricky as hell.
I'm trying to make. There you go. Trying to make.
Yeah, it's just because it's open.
Yeah, that's what I do. With the camera.
All right, yeah, this would help. That way you can just cut and paste here. I was wondering about that, but I forgot I could do that.
No.
So that's kind of nice. Anyway, let me know when you guys are there.
What?
The document? Yeah.
Your car should give us.
I know.
So there's a bunch of directories, and they all have variations on a theme for sea surface temperature analyses. And so they use different methods and sometimes different data sets to put these things together. And so we can pull any of them really. So you guys ready to grab one? Is everybody
It's
at
not
the
in the
page?
chat for people who joined after it was put in the chat originally.
No, it's.
I just sent.
But that was for the remote audible passes.
I sent it in AMS Meeting.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So all right. So here you go. So there's so let's go to the National Centers for Environmental Information and see this folder here. Okay. And then there's an advanced, very high resolution, basically. This is ADHRR. This is a polar orbiting satellite product. So that's how the SSTs are put in. And it's optimum interpolation, just in case you want to know what OI is. It's a way of taking ungridded data and putting it on a grid so you can view it. And also assimilate it into the model sometimes as well. So anyway, so I'm going to click on that and look at the repository for something God. It goes back to 1982. You want to talk about a nice data set. Oh, this is great. And you don't have to bring a single bit over to your computer. So let's go to 2022. You click on 2022, and they go by day number. So this is get the most recent. And they do these things. You can see basically they don't always get these things every day. This is day 57. That's the most recent data. You can see it was the 27th of February. Pretty recent, right? Look all the way over here, Cheryl, you can see the timestamp on the data file. This is not that large, so it wouldn't be a big deal to bring it onto your computer, but you'll like this anyway, so click on this guy. When you're in an open app, the goal, Ewok and Kelly and gang, is to get to this page. Got it? Dave, you got it? Michael, got it? Nico, got it? Seth, got it? You want to get to this page. And all roads lead to Rome, so no matter what folder you click on, as you go to a file, it will get you there. Do I need to go back? Did everybody get there? Should I go back in reverse? So there's where I was, right? That's the home link. NCEI, no choice there. 2022, day 57. My file, and there's the open DAP link that I want. You see that open DAP link? First, click on yes. Okay. So add open, click on that, and that is your home run. See the data URL there? You want to copy that URL up here. That's your actual file that you're drilling into, Nico. It's really kind of nice. So I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go to IDV. And I'm going to go to, there we go. We're going to go to basically, let's see, choose data. And oftentimes, if you're going from your laptop to the file system, if you're going to do it from the IDV, great Unidata server and be quick catalog. But here we're going to go from a web server. And there you go. And so I'm going to get what I have in there. Clear my buffer. You guys may have it clear. You're going to cut and paste basically the link that you got out of. So there's my AVHRR link. Right, make sure you got the whole link. It should end in .nc. The .nc is a .NetCDF file. Those things are really, in the sort of Python world, those files are easy to open up. It turns out as well through a Python interface. It's kind of sweet. So anyway, so NetCDF is a standard format. I actually know who the guy who invented the format. I went to his retirement party out Boulder.
No way.
He had a cake
That's
he had a cake and a license plate. He drove over his car had NetCDF on a license plate.
That's amazing.
So anyway, you want to talk about geeky. Anyway, if you can start with HTTP, the secure HTTP link, right? And the end part of that link is the NetCDF file from that URL, from that OpenDAP server, and you hit add source. Feeling lucky should be fine. Just don't go gambling. And I can tell you other stories about feeling lucky. It's not always lucky, right? So sometimes you have to be careful. So it says a 2D grid, so you pull the hourglass on the 2D grid. First, click on this one guy, yes. Won't paste? That's a good one.
Which data set were you looking at? I'm still behind on this. To get to the website, which one will we talk
So is everybody with me or am I going to start? I can't press it. I think I'm going. Dave, you okay? I think I'm going slow. Matthew, you okay?
Yeah, I'm right there.
Okay, good.
I'm just rubbing it in Zach's face that the penguins are beating the light.
Oh, good. Then it get ugly. All right, move on. This is a typical IDP.
There we go.
There's always somebody bringing up the rear.
It's this one. Is it this? Is it the Excel?
They put one here that would make so much money off of us.
Who's that?
We're like,
I should put one in my office. I like that.
Cool.
I'm going to invest in it. You're going to see a machine in my office. So anyway, so at this point, Bassett, you good?
That's a wonderful question.
Well, you can guess what I'm going to go after here, the analyzed sea surface temperature product here, right here.
I think we're good now.
You can leave it on image, but I'm going to go run with plan views. Click on this little hourglass. And the image is not bad, but I like the color. You can do more with the color filled contour plan. Click on that. Now the region, once you do that, this is IDB Classic, right? Once you do that, you can go into the region. It's a global data set, so if you can populate the whole globe, if you don't want to do that and you want to keep it short and sweet, then I sometimes will zoom in before I load the data, and just to keep the data load quicker. It's not a lot of data. I'll just get to Florida. I'm out of control.
Where are you going?
The hell in a handout. So anyway, so here we go. So long way. That's pretty good. So I'm zooming in a little bit, and then instead of using default region set again here, instead of using default region, Michael, I'm going to click on match display region. Just because I don't want to see the whole world. No offense, but and you only have one time, right? And so at that point, basically, you can hit create display. And because the grid, right, it's a little broken on the shoreline, but not bad. So there's your SSP data, basically, for February. And it's not so pretty. So you can come in here and let's do a couple of things with the SSP data. You guys have it on, up. I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big Kelvin fan, basically. So let's do Fahrenheit, right? So you can come in here. If you come into this panel here and you hit edit, you can change display unit. Maybe. And so I'm going to go from K to Fahrenheit, hit OK. And that's fine. I'm going to do a few other things with this data set. You get higher resolution, prettier. So let's do this. I'm going to go back up the contour here. and I'm gonna change, 5.4 degrees, what are you smoking, man? That's awful, right? So, I'm gonna change that to 2 degrees Fahrenheit. Or I change the temperature interval to 2. Hit apply. And now you're starting to get a lot more fidelity to your data set. You can even change it to 1, it looks like. I'm gonna go for 1, I'm gonna really make it. So now, okay, so now I got it to 1. Which is kind of pretty. Yeah, you can see the loop current showing up pretty nicely here. And the southeast Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf Stream savings showing up very nicely here. And again, this data is not on anybody's laptop, right? We drilled into the OpenDAP server. If you Google OpenDAP data set, you're looking for type OpenDAP, satellite OpenDAP, water temperature, open whatever metadata. It can be difficult. Sea level rise. The data is there are some of the data is served up that way, not nearly enough. I'm hoping that's the future. And you can get prettier data sets clearly, and so but it's kind of nice. Has everybody got the data? Nice, right? I don't know what you were doing, but it's all needed.
Yeah,
You should be doing it, right? When in doubt, it's all needed.
Yeah. Yeah, versus living in the entire universe, I don't understand.
Well, something. I mean, it's fine. It's
But
really,
it's what it's loading.
is that the file?
It does seem that way. I don't understand what happened.
That's a math. You don't have the right thing. You got a landmark. So you just got a bunch of zeros and ones.
Oh,
It's saying land is correct. Correct. You do back up and that's not correct.
I'm just gonna
Go back up one more.
I'm just biting the map.
All right. So you're in the right spot here already. Looks like you are already. What's on that?
Analyze the
What's on that?
service.
Okay, so you have the right link.
I think you can spell
Yeah,
that.
that's it. So really, I got it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Analyze this. One of the ways. That makes sense. You didn't have to do that, actually. You already have the data in.
As side to side areas, you have to be in control if you want to go side.
You
to
can
side.
just switch the slide over.
Shift rotates the image, and then just regular areas rotates.
All right, so let me show you a few accoutrements. So for presentation mode, right? I don't really like the black background so much. So if you want to change the black background, you go to View.
Yes.
You go to Show. Color. Go to Color, View, and just select black on white. And that'll change your background color. Gulfstream shows up pretty nice on it.
Fahrenheit again?
Go to.
No, you go to edit in the dashboard. In the dashboard, not this, but in the dashboard you go to
There
edit,
it is.
and then you can change display unit.
Oh, so it's up here, yeah, where you just can't see it. Edit change display.
Do you have dark mode on your computer?
No, I hate that.
Yeah.
We, a lot of my brain. You're so helpful, oh my God.
You're welcome.
So let me show you guys something else. For our presentations, right, or reports, you really want a legend. And Dr. L is old enough, he is a legend. But you really need an actual legend on here. And so, anyway, that's, if you go under the same tab where you can change the display unit, you click properties, edit properties. And that's kind of nice because you get another properties window open up when you do that. And there's a color scale tab. So Seth, there's a color scale. So again, in the dashboard, you select edit, you go to properties, and then you got color scale here. Got it?
Yes.
Hit color scale, click visible. I'm going to move it. You can go on the top. I like it on the left. Usually show unit, which is kind of nice, right? 12 points, not very good. So let's make it like 24 point. I'm going to make the font bold. And then I'm going to change the color of the font to black. And then OK. And then apply. And boom, I got a nice Fahrenheit scale over there.
Could you just repeat what you said? I'm sorry.
Sure. So color scale, and look at my choices, Seth. Color scale. Click on, are you here? Do you have this window up?
Yeah, hold on. Could you go quickly, sir?
All right, hold on. I'm going to start again.
Sorry.
All right, this dashboard, right? You got your dashboard up? You have this one up?
Yeah.
Well, here, go back to this window. Click on your analyze SSD.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Okay. And then under edit, go to properties.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Once you're there, you go to color, click the color scale tab.
Yep.
And then visible, I put it on the left. You can choose. You got 4 locations: left, right, top, bottom. Show unit. Fahrenheit. I use the default font. That's fine. Bold. 24 point, and then you click on the box here like that, and you can change the color. I mean, it's just make it big pretty. Okay.
You're ahead. Oh, it'll display. Screw you. Color. Black on.
I should click this one.
Seth, you okay? Everybody okay? Everybody able to get a color?
Apply.
What's that?
Apply.
Yes, they're fine. We're okay. All right, that's enough with one day. I'm going to show you something else that's much better for assignment. So let's go back to the Word document again. And there are other ones. There's lots of data sets out there. So I'm going to go to the North American Regional Reanalysis, the NAR data set. This is a fairly comprehensive data set, this reanalysis data set. Europeans have their ERA from the ECMWF reanalysis. This is the US's reanalysis product. And for class project is pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm going to show you how to load in instead of a single time level file, we're going to grab a file that has a year's worth of data. And then we're going to be able to move around on that image and look at a time series for the entire year. And you can dump it to an Excel spreadsheet at any point you want. Which is kind of nice if you ask Dr. L. Yes,
Can
sir.
we put our current display? Like, put the current display, see service temperature or see.
So that analysis is the most recent from that one product. Okay? And it should be February. It's not bad. It's February 28th. It's a few days old, right? Correct? So what's the issue? It's right, you can see it's February 28th. All right, so anyway, I'm going to open up the next data set. So this next one, basically, if you click on the North American Regional Reanalysis product, you can go to I already have it open, I believe, on Windows somewhere on here. go in and look for it, I'll just click on it again. This one right here. So there you go. And I'm taking everybody to like the higher directory so we can, you can go different paths and you can see this daily case. I like it daily. If you want daily data, derived data, which is kind of neat. Monthlies, monolevel pressure, subsurface kind. So those are nice. And so basically, let's go to monolevel. That should work, I believe. And you can see this could be weird to work with. So you're saying there's a lot of files on here. And so you can see it starts in each variable, which says, you can see this one's ACPCP. There's a definite, they have a, you go to the NAR reanalysis page, it'll tell you what every single one of these are. Right? But let's just grab one that makes a lot of sense right now. And so let's go to the 2-meter air temperature, air 2M, and let's grab the most recent year. So it's up to date, right? So we go air 2M, you can see that this would not be a complete year, right? Let's do 2021. So air 2M, so 2-meter air temperature from the for the whole year's worth.
Which one did you click to get there? Like the daily?
The second link.
I'll go back.
Well, no, not the second link,
Oh,
but yeah,
I click basically the model level, single level data, flat files, right? These are not 3-dimensional, they're called flat files or mono level, okay?
thank you.
So yeah, no problem. So I'm gonna scroll down and let's go ahead and tunnel in 2-meter air temperature for 2021. I just think these are kind of cool things that we're doing weather briefing that you guys are getting up, pretty up there, so it's kind of nice. So OpenDAP again, same story. You go to the OpenDAP feed, and there you go. You got a new URL. You want to copy and paste that, deja vu all over again. And then I'm going to come in here. I'm going to just blank that one out for a minute. So we've got a data, choose data. Same thing. Cut and paste that URL faded. The web server there. So I'm going to get rid of what's in here. It has some memory in here too, so you use the pull down memory menu and it'll remember some things.
Can you link your page?
I just selected it and hit return. So there's my 2D grid.
Did you do 2021 or 2022?
2021.
Oh, shoot, that is 2022.
In 2022, there's not only have what, 2 months. I wanted the whole year. All right, so I zoom in a little bit. All right, so I'm going to select the 3-hourly air temperature 2 meters. For the whole year, you're going to have air temperature at basically 2 meters, right? That's your standard level, WMO level, for a whole year. And you could bring in multiple years. I mean, you can have a party here if you want, if you don't want to break the bank. And you can see the default is the whole, look at all the files. There they are, January. I mean, it's crazy. Every 3 hours. It's awesome. It's just the kind of research you do for a class project, right? And so they're selected. I'm going to leave them that way. I don't want an image. I'm going to do the plan view again, color filled, region. I'm going to go into region. I don't want the whole NAR domain. So I'm going to go basically mass display region, which is what I'm looking at on my map view here. And then I'm ready to rock and roll at times. I'm leaving all of them selected. If you don't want all of them, you can actually go to use default and just use select. And then you can pick out whatever you want. If you want it just a month, you select a month of them, okay? I'm going to leave them all selected. I'm going to create display. And there she blows, man. It's spazzing out. It's loading in. It's loading in a lack of data. You already did it.
It's amazing. It's reading all the data.
Yeah, and we're all pinging the server at the same time. So it's probably going to beg for mercy or not.
We do 2,920 times.
We're getting a phone call. Okay.
It's trying to work.
If you are slow, and everybody beats you to their server, and you're just waiting.
I'm sorry.
Beat you.
Well, you're trying to.
You guys aren't related. You're not like brother and sister.
No. Thanks.
And you can see that little bar up there, the green bar there above the map there, this guy here. It's basically populating each little, as this thing marches at a time, it's 3 hours for the whole year. Is anybody else that came loaded yet?
It's in the process.
We'll probably look at that.
Mine went from loading to spin.
My IDV just, it just like crashed and came
Three
out.
pages, that's normal.
I'm at 774 of 2920.
I'm on 499.
Mine's stopped.
Mine's frozen.
You're on March?
I froze mine.
At least it tells you, right?
1491.
It's a lot of data.
It'll come
I think there's something wrong
But
with
the idea is, you know, you can break it up, right? So you didn't have to load all of this in, clearly, we probably shouldn't have.
Mine is only this much, so why didn't it try?
Now, if you load it all in once, can you save it? Can you save it?
You can save the bundle, but when you relaunch it, it's still gotta load it all back in, right?
Whoa, so my whole computer's.
Yeah, I'm getting there, I'm almost up to 2,000.
I'm almost 800.
I'm at.
Well, where mine goes, everybody else should speed up.
I'm only at 400.
I think
No, I hit the halfway mark.
We should adjust on one.
I know it's okay. It's free for it, you know. It's
I
it's
slowed
free
it down
for it.
considerably.
Because of someone.
In fact, actually, I'm wondering, we'll see how this works, right? So,
I'm gonna see frozen on stage. Yeah, that's personality. My parents bought me frozen. That's it on
Yeah, it's
stage.
my only
I have 2,700 uploaded.
I'm almost there.
Okay, only got 1,000 left.
I'm only at 20.
I took the other kind of was done.
I can see it. Joey's calling everything. Hey, see now you're.
Now I'm am I loaded? Matt, has yours loaded? Oh,
Okay, so I think IDV froze for me because there's GMT not even moving anymore.
Mine's just a spinning wheel. Still.
Mine's
Yeah.
done, guys. Oh,
Mine got like a quarter of the way through and gave up.
Mine, this is what it looks like when yours is actually loaded.
So just load them up.
Only.
You got just reload it, just load a,
I can't even.
It's just-
yeah, just do a month. Or a couple of weeks there, right?
My entire thing.
Yeah.
Alright, time for I got control.
Yeah, and you guys are all wireless, I've got a hard connection, so.
I know.
What did I do?
So is anybody having trouble?
It's just still loading.
My computer's getting very slow.
My computer is heating up.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's hot.
So let's do this. I'm gonna kill mine now, and I'm gonna load them once. And this is what I did, but then, alright, so I'll show you, alright, you guys load them up, just load them up. You know
I'm
how to-
not trying to load that. I don't know
So you wanna load them up, just go back to field selector here,
I would love to.
right? Just go back to field selector, pop the field selector box on the dashboard. Get the dashboard up, you just click the, get the map, you just click this guy, the dashboard comes up, alright. Go to field selector, and then under use default, don't use default, that's too much. Use selected, okay? And then click on that box, there's that one, and then scroll down to the end of January. Hold the shift button down, right? And boom, I got a month. Just load a month.
Why is my like orientation sort of like
So when that happens, just you just hit the top box there.
because I tried that and it just it won't even like when I do how to get it the same thing. I'm like showing.
So that is weird.
Everything goes just worse for my
Yeah, it will, but it's not ideal. I wonder why it's doing that on your box.
And it's still loading. Like, it's, can I fix that? It will let me fix it.
So where is your,
Drawing.
240. Oh my God, I'm really sorry. So, what I think you can do here is,
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about yeah, we're gonna do this one. Okay.
All right, so you guys in the 30 days, that work better?
All right, mine is just.
My computer just locked up.
Well, that's because you were trying to load the whole year, right?
Yeah,
You wanna like kill it?
I tried to limit it to my phone.
Let's go.
So it's that like.
Yeah, I just reset it.
Okay, good.
Whoa, what happened? We're not trying to limit it, computer's charged good enough.
I'm gonna load it, I'm gonna work with 30 days too, so I'm gonna leave this one alone and reload. Because I don't wanna deal with a year's worth of data either. That's only 248 files.
Yeah, and it goes really quick.
Yeah, what's,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
you can hit the animation button now, you know, like a whole. Hit the animation button. There you go.
We can't leave.
This is 3-hour data. Is this the guy Arnold's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to.
No.
Baby.
That's on you.
Wow, I may have to reboot too here. Holy smokes.
Good.
You can see, you can see.
Yeah, Mary, Cheryl.
I've already seen it.
I've already seen it too. He already knows it. He doesn't know. Tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't
Hey,
tell me
baby.
you're my dad, and that's the only
Baby,
thing.
send me the link where you
Please
have.
don't tell me it.
Wow.
No.
Holy smokes, man. I'm telling you.
Just don't tell.
I won't do it every day.
I'm not just gonna make an initial.
I will allow you to punch me.
No, I-
Tell me the word.
There's a reason why I made someone's child make a choice.
All right, now I'll start over.
Bro, my computer just, I can't
All right,
even
I've lost patience.
I can't even leave because I'm still running and recording, so I can't even like control.
No, it's from
You're good.
I know I.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go grab my temperature. That was pretty funny.
It's still not working.
Good. I'm not even trying actually.
It just completely freezes up.
I can operate it.
Why is it Tampa Bay Lightning only get 5 shots on goal in the first period?
That's a great question. I'd like to ask
What's
that.
going on with that, man? All right, I got a month's data here. Hold on. Let's move. I forgot about that. Zoom in.
Trying. The thing is, I like seriously don't want you guys to tell me.
Your IDV.
All jokes aside, and genuinely.
Yes.
do not want
Serious
to-
note, do not spoil the word.
Please, the highlight of my stress.
Like,
Like, I'm so
Kelly,
busy.
I want the attitude.
Just still like.
No.
So the word will.
Because baby's just gonna spoil every day. I already
The
know.
baby is not in the chat. He's not allowed.
Matt,
It's still.
I just have. Well, Matt's gonna, one of them for me.
Well, tried, y'all, I can't do anything.
Oh, I have one thing I was actually looking forward to in the day, and now
I can't be nice.
All right, did everybody at least have a month's worth of data?
I have nothing, I
It
have
won't
just
load.
not one at all.
Even 1 month? You try doing 1
Yeah,
month?
Mine doesn't say.
Did you quit and start, did you quit and go back in?
So I quit when
I had to quit it.
Yeah, same here.
I had to quit it again, so it just completely froze up on me.
Right?
I'm hoping it's just because
No,
they're.
I think that I need to load, it's a lost
Yeah,
cause.
Honestly, 7 p.m.
Mine's a lost cause. There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna do one.
How do I be selected?
You go to views. Oh, no, not my IDPs.
Oh, it
The file that you're gonna add is this one right here,
Okay, yeah.
not where you were, that's not.
No, not yeah.
So you see what, yours is still giving you a fit.
Yeah, it's not even opening now.
It won't open up.
All right, well, for those who have this available, let me show what you can do here. So data, right? And then I'm gonna go back to choose data, right? What did I do here? Hold on, let me go back to this guy. Click on this guy for a second, right? Field selector, go back to field selector. Then go back to your dashboard. Okay? And instead of, I'm gonna close the imagery button, I'm gonna close this guy. Go to your data probe time series button. You guys have this, Dave, you have this guy? So in your dashboard, you come here, you click on your product here, this guy, your dashboard shows up, right? In your dashboard, go to field selector, and the field selector, go down to general data probe time series. I just want to show you, how to dump the time series. Mighty nice, right? So anyway, time, it's got the month, there's the month of data, so that's fine, don't change it. Region, max display region, okay? I'm gonna hit basically create display. And watch this one. You see that? I watch this, if I turn this on and off again here for a second, watch this built in here. You see this box? There. So when
No, I have the recording half of it, because my Zoom crashed, so I'm ready to go there.
Nobody does that.
Okay, so it's like 3 minutes of not recording, that's okay.
Actually, we need to like upload our previous meetings to YouTube.
We lost them all, they all lost. They lose after like 15 days.
you have the right file.
That's what it said. I tried looking them up.
You really shouldn't.
The meeting from last meeting was up there, but I can't do anything like a year ago or anything. It wasn't a year ago. Last meeting I did a meeting before.
Exactly, is that one
All
right here?
the semester I have, not like last
Is
meeting.
that one right here?
Because I uploaded it last week, like 2 weeks ago.
I know, it really don't, that long ago, because there we didn't actually get to go right up to it, but I saw it from a distance. It is, I know, but it's still, I know, but I still want to go up there, it's pretty incredible.
Well, that's this is more technical. That's right.
So I can tell you something right now, so watching Steph, he did wireless stuff. Because he's trying to hit the data set and it's taking forever.
This is a wearable computer.
So it's a wireless issue. So this is an issue, right? So I mean, we could have just downloaded the data file directly and just worked with it on our laptop. It'd be a lot easier to show you this other stuff. I'll just keep it in mind. But you still have to download it, right? And that's still what that's still a wireless issue. And I know this room is not great for that, but it's still space.
I were to download it, I have 2 hard drives. Is there like a preferred hard drive to use?
Whatever you have space.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's like when we downloaded data for grad,
It's just
better if you did it on the C drive as opposed to like a D drive.
I have mine.
Yeah, I know it's a wireless because,
Right.
yeah, it's gotta be a wireless, but he's doing it now and nobody else is seeing it, right?
Yeah, mine's still.
It might crash again. So,
So there's other data sets by time, we can do another one of these. And, you know, obviously there's model data on there, satellite data, radar data. Those are the kind of things that we're like, I'll do some of that. So I will do that, it'll happen. We'll bring in the laptop. Yeah, we'll
I remember.
load in a little bit of data.
Well, that happens every day.
I remember doing IDV on everything, and there were really powerful hurricanes. I think there were like 2 really powerful hurricanes, and we looked at those on IDV. This is like 2018.
Wait, man, it's a long time.
I'll be on.
But this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It
It was my first semester. It was my first semester. It was my first semester.
I actually have knee problems, so that actually kind of hurt. Yeah.
That was me and Jazz now. And that's why I reloaded, but it froze up again.
That's not to say I'm not still.
Yeah, you go back to the same.
So, real quick, I'll do one more thing.
Yeah.
If you guys want me to. So if you go to, if you guys all have, I wanted to ask a question, this is nice and easy. So this is doable theory, right? And so I'm gonna ask, right, so for example, let's see here. Let's go to this data, right? Choose data for a second, and let's just go for satellite imagery here, real quick. Let's just do one more. Let's go out feeling a little bit better. And then I'm gonna hit enact. It should be abd.edu. I don't know, maybe it's not set to that. That's that guy right there. Real time goes R. Basically goes 16. And just hit connect. Okay? And then let's go to select. And well, that's really, we gotta select what that is that. Why is it doing that? That's weird. That is really big. Alright, select. What the heck? What the heck is
I
that?
get nothing out of mine.
I tell you, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Oh.
So the
Go
first
to
one,
east.
the first one is the 47.
Yeah, 0.47. Can you get me to the water vapor?
Oh,
Oh, I'll never get down to it though.
Why is it cut off?
I don't know what to do that for. I've never, I have no idea.
Goes east, but
Come on, really?
the first one is.
You know, I tell you what, I feel like my existence is just,
Is a perfect piece of software.
it's not. It certainly isn't. It's funky.
Oh, yeah, this is just like, how we did
You're still spinning me,
that's
right?
a crazy drop down.
Maybe.
I'm gonna try starting it again here. Hold on, get to do it again. Yeah. Build, data chooser, images. Let's try this one more time before I head out here.
Oh, there's a West Virginia. Spinning circle is my favorite meteorological phenomenon.
There you go.
Yeah, it makes things more interesting.
So I'm gonna go for the water vapor. I'm gonna go basically mid-level water vapor, it's a 6.93 micrometer count.
Okay.
That should be fine, right? Yeah, right. 6 most recent, that's okay. I'm gonna add, well, actually, I'm just gonna have one. Most recent, let's just be easy. Add source. And then you come to the eyeball, right? And you can do temperature, or you can do brightness. I'm gonna go brightness. and leave it as image. This really is an image. Region, basically, let's just leave it alone. Use the default region to create display. So here's what I love the water vapor imagery. It's pretty awesome. So here's what I wanted to do with you guys here with this one, just to help out. I just want to make sure everybody has the enhancements. So, so if you go to Tools here, go to Tools and Plugin Manager. I don't know if you've been with me before, you've installed these already. If you haven't installed these, I'm going to show you here in a second. I'm going to click on this guy, hold on a second. And so color table, when you click on color table, I got a lot of choices to vary, although on here maybe not so much. Satellite, and then where did it go? Satellite, I've got a lot of choices here. Very, but it doesn't look like I've even loaded, which is really good because they uploaded, they put a new version on here, which is awesome. All right, so I don't even have the choices I want on here. So watch this. I'm going to have to Tools, Plugin Manager. Got it? When I click on Plugin Manager, I'm going to go to Color Table. I'll tell you what. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So I didn't really want my click on Genpack. Click on plus. I wanted a Genpack token. Okay. I wanted the color tables, Genpack color tables. The other ones don't matter as much. That one's got a lot of options. Everybody okay with that? Jake, you have that one? Yeah, it should load if you hit the green plus button. Watch here, I'll do another one. NCL here, watch it. Ready? Here I go. I'll hit that, I'll hit this one. You'll need your, it'll say you'll get something that says you'll need to restart IDV. You will.
Yeah.
So I'm out of there. Yes, this is my last ditch effort here. I can't stand to do this again. Once you load the color tables, you don't have to do it again. They're there. They're in your cache or in your file on your computer. You never have to load them over again. I'm going to show you what that 80 looks like. Got an idea. That's good.
How did you get to that now? To the starting on tools?
I had to close it. Field selector.
I've always liked the time figure.
So we go back to, let's see, field selector. Data choosers, right? I'm going to go to satellite. Here I go again. Connect. Select. I wanted to show you what the satellite data looks like. I'm going to select brightness again. The water vapor channel, the mid-level water, like 6.7 micrometers. So there is the image, and that's okay, but it's very milky, right, guys? So if you've loaded the Genpack sounding in, if you got the Genpack in, come back, click on this link here, the image link, and then go to basically color table here, under the dashboard, and now I've got a Genpack option. And so I'm going to go to group 2, and there are some options in here which you can choose from. There's group 2. Let me see what this one. Oh, I've tried both of these actually. I can do this one. Well, actually, I'm curious. Let me try this other one. I'm being picky here. I was playing around with this earlier. That's wild. That is quite the enhancement, right? And actually, I don't like it. It's got the cloud top, so it's got the long kind of mapping there. So, because I have brightness in that temperature. Yeah, that's a problem. So anyway, one of the possible, but you can also come back into group 2 and select basically, this guy's not bad also. The water vapor TPC down here. That was nice. It's under gem pack and there's water vapor TPC. What I like about this one is this one basically has like, the colors that are warm are really warm. I mean, the radiation basically the satellite is seen is coming basically from lower in the troposphere, closer to the ground, where the flash rates obviously take, as you go down the atmosphere, the temperature goes up, right, vice versa. And so where the atmosphere is dry, it's showing up warm and red, and vice versa, where it's moist basically, or saturated with ice clouds or whatever, it's showing up in the lighter colors.
That makes sense.
Yep, it does. That's this thing is all. So it makes sense. So actually, that's not a bad enhancement. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, mine is about 20.
That I don't know. I missed the whole part about how the satellite are frozen up. Yeah, same. I think
I don't know the satellite.
So now I don't know where to go. I don't either. I gave up. So we still try to convert my computers. Mine has a low battery. Oh, that sucks. Are you like caught up with them? Can you like go work with us? I don't know. Yeah.
Do you have,
Or does it even get the satellite low? I missed that. I don't know what frozen up there.
do you have plugins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I do, add two dots?
So you gotta,
This one?
So you would down there.
Okay, do you know which one of your dots?
No, you get to choose here.
Thank you.
I have to click on this guy here again.
No, we're in satellite, so
Yeah.
go to satellite, choose data.
That's very nice. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't have any available plugins.
I don't know why it's doing this.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's satellite radar images, maybe?
Yeah, that's good. Good. Connect. That's good. Connect. And then you go to select. I think you can some background. 6.93.
Oh, that's.
It's an old one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you got-
That's 6.1
You
already.
don't wanna- Yeah, you're.
Great question.
That's what I trying to work. Play my.
What is that?
You good at edit? You would be good at edit. Okay.
TVC? Can I do this?
You're on the right track.
Oh, look at that.
Trying to help Kelly out.
Yeah.
And then I do no. What's that?
We got to hear.
Trying to help Kelly out.
Go for brightness. For water vapor, I go brightness. For IR, I go
Yeah.
temperature. And so, and then region's fine, you're good, just to create this way, right?
No.
Then you can, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, that's not right. You can see the warmer channel or the darker.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you did
Yeah,
this.
go down and go to gem pack,
It's like super
go down to
sad.
group 2, and go down to water vapor.
It's like,
There you go.
thank you.
Yeah, sure.
That's nice.
There's no outlet.
I like it.
The last one, it was just spinning forever. This thing's like, wow, this one is-
Yeah, well, good. At least we're ending on a good note. Did everybody get this one up at least? It's like maybe it's showing off of.
We're ending?
He loaded the whole below. Just got the hemisphere. So the water vapor is nice and low base. And they, it's a nice trace for men to undergo.
I used to
It's
gray.
the water. It's beautiful.
I don't want
Oh, crap, I still think close.
Long waves, bridges, tops, animated sequence of water vapor.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful. They're beautiful, especially next year.
No.
really nice.
It's showing your meeting, not at 5:07.
I just gave up. I had to do some,
Everybody else is done good.
I had to restart and do some, I had to do some things, so I just did those. Kelly.
So the good news is you've got the, once those, color tables are in, they're good. And when you update your version of ID, it does not write over it.
One point,
Yeah, I think I already have the two.
You probably do. You should have it. You're good.
I did that one. So maybe
It
you're
does
just-
it.
So,
It does
yeah,
it.
that's the,
So does that do that? Is that-
All right. Dr. L is tired.
That's the thing. Oh, you know, there's- So I just said that.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna kill this, all right?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,